Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce our group. My name is Sade Rahmatullah.
My name is Dea Ananda.
Here we will present the results of our discussion regarding the videos we have watched.
1. Retest the video. Title, theme, content of the video, and conclusion. 2. Giving an opinion on the video that was described. 3. Expressing the position of each group, agree or disagree, interested or disinterested about the video being watched.
Japan is at its lowest since 1950. Figures released by the Internal Affairs Ministry says there are just over 14.6 million children in the country under the age of 14. Japan's falling birth rate and high life expectancy are placing huge pressures on public spending and resulting in labour shortages. Our global population correspondent Stephanie Hegarty has been looking into the story.
Okay, number 1. Retells the video about title, theme, content of the video, and conclusion. The title is Why Does Japan Have So Few Children? And the theme is Socio-economic.
Content of video is Japan's child birth rate is declined since 1950 with more than 14.6 million under the age of 14, according to research by the Japanese Ministry of the Interior. As a result, there is pressure on public spending and labor shortages. According to global population correspondent Stephanie Hegarty, the Japanese government does not expect this to continue until throughout 2028. However, since after the war, working women in both development and developing countries prefer to delay having children. The shock, especially financial shock, previously happened in 2008 in the late 19th in Asia and during the pandemic. Working women in Japan do not leave their children in daycare because not all daycare centers a system and structures that are stable from working women in Japan. For that, they bring their children to work and their children sit under their desks.
Okay, Stephanie Hegarty also said that this dynamic was also experienced by China and South Korea. Before Japan became a developed country, Japan experienced a gender imbalance towards housework where Japanese men worked at home with only 41 minutes a day compared to Japanese women, which made Japanese women decide for their lives that they didn't want to have to do everything at home, didn't want to work too hard, very hard, and there is a work culture that people who were really to spend their time. It is not compatible with family life.
Conclusion: Japan has decreased child birth because working women in Japan decide to postpone having children. This is because the net, especially financial needs, have not been met, and there is a gender balance as well as a work culture. The people who work really really spend their time, which is not compatible with family life.
Okay, number 2. Giving an opinion on the video that was described. We think Japan has had a very low number of children since 1950 because of the low amount in the government's finance since the country was still developing. Women in Japan have chosen to work more than look after children and housework. It is also because the ratio of women is higher than the male and therefore creates a gender imbalance in the country.
3. Expressing the position of age group agree or disagree, interested or disinterested about the video being watched. We disagree with the Japanese government system because we believe an additional population is essential to the survival of life. With the increase in the number of stable children, the impact will be high in the number of works in Japan, and the risk in finance in Japan continues to increase, bring increase inequality to women and recording stress to women who want to have children.
Okay, that's the presentation from our group. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.